Hey y'all, and welcome back to the party. It's your girl, BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Steven Seagal is Out of His Mind. Tom Segura stand-up comedy, completely normal on Netflix. Let's see what he has to say.
It's all the same cliche that when we were kids, they now say as adults, right? They're like, oh, you watch too much TV, it'll rot your mind, or you can't learn anything from television, but that's not true. You can learn a lot from television. For instance, without television, I would have no idea that Steven Seagal is out of his fucking mind. Or alive. I also didn't know that. He has a show. It's not a scripted show. It follows around the real Steven Seagal, and every episode begins with him looking in the camera and saying, I don't know if you knew this or not, but for the last 20 years, I've been a cop. And you're like, what did you just say?
Okay, Steven Seagal is he a movie director? Let me Google, because honestly, the name is very familiar. Like, I feel like Steven Seagal is a household name, right? Doesn't mean if he walked into my household, I would know who he was. So let me Google and just get a picture of Steven Seagal. Special representative, cultural links, okay. His face feels like I've seen him. This is Steven Seagal? I feel like I've maybe seen him like doing interviews, maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with him. Oh, he does Aikido, karate, judo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Wow. Don't mess with Seagal. All right. And seems he's still alive. It's American actor, screenwriter, and martial artist. I'm just learning. I'm today years old, right here, right now.
I thought you've been making movies for the last 20 years. What are you talking about? You watch the show, he has the most unlikable quality in a human being, which is that he is an expert in everything. Literally, if a dog walks by, he's like, that's a Shih Tzu boxer hound mix right there. And they're like, how do you know that? He's like, I've been working with dogs for like 35 years. Then a helicopter flies by, and he's like, that's a HUB 106. And they're like, how do you know that? And he's like, I've been flying helicopters for like 47 years.
I mean, he's 70, this is possible.
Then he does the thing, though, that everybody does who knows something about everything. Everybody has a friend, no matter what you're doing. They know the history of it all. They know every topic, every fact. If you're eating dinner, they're like, forks are from the Roman times, and they would sculpt them out of bark. And you're like, will you shut the
out of bark? This, please? Could you imagine eating
Seagal
with a fork made out of bark? Seagal will do that, too, but you know he's making it up. He'll be like, they also call that helicopter a skippy. And they're like, why? He goes, listen to it. Skip. That's bull. You made that up. No, seriously. Based off the photograph I just saw, this sounds pretty accurate. Like, it seems as if this is the personality of this gentleman. I'll give it to Tom. I'm gonna go with Tom on this one. He knows more than I do, that's for sure.
That's bull. You made that up. No, seriously. It just blows my mind. It really does. That everybody in this room, everybody has this real world possibility in their lives. All of us. We could go tonight, if we wanted to, tonight. You could go to Louisiana, you could start a fight in a bar, and there is a real world possibility that Steven Seagal will arrest you. Isn't that insane to you?
Wait, is he actually a cop?
I've lost sleep over this. I mean, that's crazy. That's literally like if you leave here and you roll through a stop sign and then Sylvester Stallone is like, hey, roll it down. And you're like, get the out of here. You work here? He's like, it's my passion, yeah.
It's my passion.
Will you say Adrian or something? Nah. It's nuts. You have to watch the show. He panders to every group according to race, knowing full well there's a camera crew following him around.
Okay, now I want to Google the name of this reality show. Steven Seagal reality show. Oh, Steven Seagal lawman. Are you serious? It turns out Steven Seagal doesn't come to the rescue in just movies. He's a real-life deputy with Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office in Louisiana, a position he's held close for 2 decades. This series chronicles the actor's action star's life in law enforcement, allowing viewers to ride along as he and his handpicked team of deputies responds to crime in progress. Off-duty, the martial artist has a 7th-degree black belt in Aikido. I think it's Aikido. This came on the A&E network. I'm watching an episode. 100%. 100%.
Panders to every group according to race, knowing full well there's a camera crew following him around. He doesn't give a shit. If you're white, he's like, how's it going? All right. And then to black people, he's like, what's up, cuz?
No.
And they're like, hey, what's up?
No.
I'm holding you down. Holler if you need something.
Not in Louisiana too. What?
Okay.
All right.
And then to all Latino Spanish-speaking people, he insists on speaking horrifically broken Spanish, even if they start the conversation in English. If they're like, hey, yeah, I called 911, thank you for coming. The thing is, he's like, hola. Mucho queso.
Mucho queso.
He's like, I think my English is way better than your Spanish, man.
No.
He's like, no, gracias.
No, gracias.
And then to all Asian people, he bows, regardless of where he meets them. If you're Asian and you cross Steven Seagal's path, he's like, yeah. And you see them, they go, hey, I was born here, you don't have to do that. And he's like, sorry, I've been doing martial arts for like 85 years.
I was gonna say, that's probably the martial arts situation. No.
He trains other cops in hand-to-hand combat. I think that's infuriating.
No, I actually think that's genius. Actually, especially in the world's climate where like there's conversation of diffusing a situation with the police. Like if they knew it like taekwondo while arresting, genius.
Cops. It's not like we're hanging out. We're like, hey man, do you want to do like a couple shots and then go down the street? Steven Seagal is teaching people how to throw punches. And we're like, okay, yeah, let's fucking go. No. Is you're a cop and you show up at work and they're like, we're going to go over hand-to-hand combat today so you can protect yourself if you're in a really dangerous situation. You're like, oh, cool. Who'd you bring in to teach us? Like some Navy SEALs?
I think this is a great backup plan. I do.
No. We brought in Steven Seagal.
That is crazy. The Steven Seagal part is crazy.
Movie this week or something? Okay, I'll pass because that's ridiculous. I don't want to be a part of that. That's literally like if you're like at NASA and they're like, all right, future astronauts, we're going to go over space exploration. And to get us started, why don't you welcome Captain Kirk? Come on out, man. And you're like, is he qualified to do this? And they're like, oh, you've seen him do all that shit. He knows what he's talking about, man. He's been up there. They show him teaching people how to fight. It's horrible. He's bloated now. He doesn't have the same range of motion.
Oh.
Like, everybody line up.
Everybody just get in line. Like, what? I want you all to know that I am absolutely going to research this show, probably here on YouTube, and watch it. Because I am invested. You know, Tom Segura falls upon a lot of things that I'm like, it's questionable to me. Like, is this true? And then come to find out it's actually true. And it's like, how does he find all these crazy things? And then he makes these awesome shows about them. It's just like, huh? How did I miss this? How did I miss this?
He doesn't have the same range of motion. He's like, everybody line up. If somebody throws a punch, you can block it like that. And then you could kick him in the throat like that. Are you kicking a child in the throat right now? Somebody just throws it down there. I like Havarti cheese the most. What's your favorite?
Havarti cheese is good. It is delicious. Munster is my favorite. Oh, with that being said, let me know in the comments your favorite type of cheese. White American's probably my next favorite after Munster. That part just clearly sent me spiraling. I had to pull out the concealer catcher. Oh man. All right. Tom Segura is such a good storyteller, and he has like the most random information about things on the internet and on television. It's honestly mind-blowing. I loved it. All right, guys. I'm gonna go check out this show on Mr. Seagal. You go have the day you deserve. Peace.